Hi all, welcome back again. So in this section, we'll be seeing, looking at the setup instructions for the tutorial code. I hope that you have the website URL. So once you visit the website URL of the tutorial, you should land up in a page something similar to this. So I suggest you click on the KDD 2020 hands-on tutorial. So once you click on this link, you will be directed to the GitHub repository wherein I have provided a simple README setup instructions, which is straightforward to follow. So as a step one, the prerequisite for this is you should have a valid Google account, and we'll be using the Google Collaboratory environment to run our experiments as illustrated in the real world use cases and throughout the sections, all the sections of the tutorials. So yeah, so as a step one, you should click on the Google shared drive folder, so which takes you to the source code of the repository. So if you have logged in using a valid Google account, you would be able to see the folder structure. So within the one class neural networks, this folder contains the source code for all the experiments, and you will be mainly focusing on the collab notebook folder, which contains the subfolders related to each and every section of the tutorial. So in case you are interested in this real world use cases, so once we enter the folder, you could be able to see the notebooks related to them. And one most important step before executing the notebooks is to make sure that you have added a shortcut to your account. So once you click on the shared me link, so click on the one class neural networks and make sure that you have added a shortcut to the drive. So since I have already added, it would be appearing something similar to this icon. The shortcut symbol would be appearing within your My Drive. So once this is up and running, we can verify if the environment is ready by mounting the by opening the notebook. So I will show you in a moment how we open this notebook. So let's go to this one class neural network, which you have first, and to the collaboratory neural and collab notebook directory. Inside the real world use cases, just say right click and open with Google Collaboratory. And one thing is, if you do not have installed, if you don't have the collab extension installed, so you can connect it to more apps using this plus button. And since I have already installed, so I need not have to install it again. So you click on the Collaboratory and it would be showing the status as installed. If it is not installed, you just click on the options and install the plugin to make sure that you will be able to open up the notebook and execute the experiments. So once you have installed the Google Colab extension, right click and open the notebook, and we'll make a quick test as to if our environment is set up properly. So in this section of the cell, we are trying to load the Google Drive and mount it, and make sure that our project directory is within the Python execution path. So in this case, another quick runtime configuration setting which you could do to enhance the execution speed is to click on the runtime and change runtime, and you can either choose a GPU or a TPU. TPU is a tensor processing unit and GPU is a graphics processor unit, and you can choose either of them. So let's say, for example, we choose the TPU and we click on the save, and the way we execute this is by clicking on the cell and clicking on the respective cell and clicking on this icon here, the run icon, run cell, or you could do a shift return in case of Mac. Yeah, let me just use this icon to run. So once you're clicking on this icon, run icon, it would execute the cell, and the main purpose of this is to mount the directory. So let's see what's happening. Yeah, So it would give you a link as to authorize the Google to mount your drive. So you just sign in using your account, valid Google account. You say allow, and you copy the authorization code which is given, and just say enter. You should be able to mount your drive. And once you mount your drive, it will install the required packages for execution. It may take about 30 to 40 seconds depending on the speed. And once the cell is executed, you would be able to see this gray icon being turned into orange. So that's an indication as to the cell is successfully executed. So as we can see, the code is run and it is turned into orange. So let's just try to quickly see if our environment is set up properly. And in this cell, I'm just changing the directory to this path with the shortcut whatever you added in the as a previous step, and then I'm listing the present working directory. So let's try to execute the cell, and if everything is set up properly, you should be able to see this one class neural networks within which is being added as a shortcut. So from here on, you are good to go, and this completes the setup instructions. And in the coming video, let us talk more about the experiments in relation to the robust deep anomaly detection, robust autoencoder based techniques. Yeah, see you soon in the next video.